All right. So my dear fellow listeners and viewers, I would like to quickly share with you, some of the things you can do to take stock, you know, of your own life. Meaning that you want to kind of take a little bit of a pause and check to see, what's going on, how things are working for you. And in order for you to do that, there are a few questions you will need to ask yourself. So you will have to ask yourself, by the way, what have you accomplished in your life so far? Right? Are you where you want to be? Right? So those are the kind of question you want to ask. And so you want that's looking at the good pieces of things. Start off with good pieces, things that you are, ask yourself or look back at things that you're very much grateful for, things that you're very proud of, all of those kinds of stuff. But you also want to make sure you look at things that are not going so well. So these are all ways to take stock of yourself, right? And so, for example, if you were to have a magic wand where you can change anything or any situation, what will that be and why? You want to ask yourself those kinds of questions. And speaking of change, if you see an area for you to change to better your life, the question you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to make those changes? Right? What is it that you are willing to do to make those change happen? Those are questions you definitely need to ask yourself, because once you look at the good pieces, things that are working really, really well for you, once you see some stumbling blocks and so on, then you will have to actually now look into the future, right? You cannot be too comfortable, obviously. Once you take the time to take stock to see what's happening, where you are at, look at the things that you have accomplished, look at some of the challenges that are still in your way, that basically blocking you from moving forward. Once you kind of know and become aware of those pieces, obviously you will have to find ways to remove all of those blockage. You will have to find a way to make it work, because that way, once you do that and once you're willing to make those changes, then obviously that will allow you to kind of look into the future and kind of just move forward. That's one of the reasons, by the way, I always encourage people to kind of take a little bit of a pause and kind of take stock, to see what's going on with you, what's happening really. Are you happy, with how things are going? Are you comfortable, with your personal life? Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about nobody else's life. It is so crucial for us to take stock, to see what's going on in our lives, and obviously, don't be caught up with the fast pacedness and the fast paced world that we live in. We need to really kind of focus. And the best way to start, and the best place to start, obviously, is to look into the mirror, right? And so that's one of the reasons I'm doing this reminder video, obviously, to kind of remind ourselves to take a stock in our own life. And obviously, for those of you who are the smarty pants people and think that you know it all and so on, and if you do not find this video, motivating or interesting in any way, just move on to different things. There are lots of opportunities out there. These videos are people who, you know, um, want to really better them life, and also who can accept the fact that they're not perfect people. I personally have never met any perfect people in my life, by the way, and nobody's perfect. There's always room for improvement. And believe it or not, regardless of how prestige some people may be in society and so on, a lot of the things they cannot do. I have difficulties to bring, prestige people on my show because they don't have the capability to speak, right? But they are very knowledgeable, very prominent people. It's just that they cannot do certain things in life. So do take the time to kind of take stock to see what's happening with you. Look at the good things. Look at what's happening, and look at some of the things you always wanted to do, but you have, stumbling block, things are blocking it, and find ways to see how you can remove those pieces, and obviously look forward to the future. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. My name is Narayan Sukram. Wishing you a great today and even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.